silver tooth and I was just a pup. Yeah.
Today on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday. And the Miami Dolphins versus Deshaun Watson and the Detroit Lions.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Here's Watson. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
was trying to clear the way. The big fullback instead he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Hillman at tailback. He gets it running. And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Tui Pelotu coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And CD, one of the big stories everybody's been tracking this week, the head coach of this offense, looking to become just the 2nd coach in NFL history to win 5 Super Bowl titles.
And let's face it, the respect is there already. We know he's going to go down as one of the all-time great coaches. But even after all this success, what do we notice most about him? He never takes anything for granted. He's treating this Super Bowl like it's the most important game ever played, because for some of the guys on his team, it will be. And he feels the same way himself. I love his intensity. I love the way he gets his team prepared to play in the big game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd down and 4. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, welcoming you back to the biggest of them all, Super Bowl 64, second quarter about to begin. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, welcoming you back to the biggest of them all, Super Bowl 64, second quarter about to begin. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll give this to Achane. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. More the motion man right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Achane once more, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets it up past the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Here's Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Right side to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To the air yet again, Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 71 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw, Watson. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now it's Watson. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, but he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Hillman. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Moore, the man in motion. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Elijah Moore. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Shreds the tackle. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to the ground, Achane. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Watson. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Watson. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson now going to run the option right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Watson. He's got it complete to Gibbs. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Whistles now and a timeout. And defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give, running right, Achane. Down the right sideline. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is Achane. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well. And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Watson. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.